Good morning, everyone. It's Miss Laura at the Bartlesville Public Library, bringing you our weekly virtual story time. I'm actually in one of the library's storage rooms today, so just know that I will go anywhere in order to get story time to you, even the storage room. Let's start with our hello song. Here we go. Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? How are you today? Very good. So I want you to stick around until the end of story time because I am going to share with you a special project for you to work on at home for next week's story time. I'm going to keep it a surprise until we're finished with today's story time. Okay? So today we're going to read some back to school stories. Bartlesville schools start tomorrow. So if you are in school, I hope you have a great beginning of the year. You might be going to school in person. You might be going to school virtually. You might be doing a little of both. You might be homeschooling. But so today is the last day of our summer, I guess, and tomorrow is school. So we're going to start with this book. I know most of you have probably read the book, If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. This is called If You Take a Mouse to School, written by Laura Numeroff, pictures illustrated by Felicia Bond. If You Take a Mouse to School. Oh, he's asleep. His clock says it's 7 o'clock. What time do you get up in the morning? If you take a mouse to school. They're getting ready for their day. If you take a mouse to school, he'll ask you for your lunchbox. When you give him your lunchbox, he'll want a sandwich. He'll also want a snack for later. Then he'll need a notebook and some pencils. He'll probably want to share your backpack too. When you get to school, he'll put his things in your locker and take a look around. He might do a little math and spell a word or two. He might even try a science experiment. Then he'll need to wash up for sure. You'll have to take him to the bathroom. Once he's nice and clean, he'll be ready for lunch. But on the way to the lunchroom, he'll see some building blocks. He'll build a little mouse house. And make some furniture out of clay. That looks fun. Then he'll need some books for his bookshelf. He'll start by writing a book of his own. So he'll need a lot of paper. He'll probably use up all your pencils. When he's finished, he'll want to read his book to you. Then he'll want to take it home. So he'll put it in your lunchbox and tuck it in a safe place. When the bell rings, he'll run out to wait for the school bus. While he's waiting, he'll play a quick game of soccer. And then he'll ask you to shoot a few baskets. And do what? A little skateboarding. when he stops to catch his breath, he'll want to eat his snack. So he'll ask you for your lunchbox. And chances are, if he asks you for your lunchbox, you'll have to take him back to school. The end. That was cute. Let's sing a song. Let's sing our ABCs. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Good job. Okay, this is kind of a funny book. It's written by Christina Geist, and the pictures are by Tim Bowers. It's called Sorry Grown-Ups, You Can't Go to School. What would you do if your parents or your grandparents or somebody begged to go to school with you every day? Would you like that or not? Sorry, grown-ups, you can't go to school. Only kids and teachers. It seemed like any other school day, but as soon as Lady and her brother Buddy were dressed and eating breakfast at the kitchen table, things started to get a little weird. Good morning, said Mom. Check out my new backpack. It has 4 zippers and a secret pocket. I'm wearing it to school. Sorry, Mommy, you can't go to school. Only kids and teachers. Only kids and teachers. Hey, yelled Dad, look at my new high tops. I can tie them all by myself. I'm wearing them to school. Sorry, Daddy, you can't go to school. Only kids and teachers. Only kids and teachers. Just then the doorbell rang. It was Grandma and Grandpa and Bow Wow. They were all wearing new backpacks too. Sorry, grown-ups, you can't go to school. Only kids and teachers. Only kids and teachers. Ruff, ruff, barked Bow Wow. Ruff, ruff. Sorry, Bow Wow, you can't go to school. Only kids and teachers. Only kids and teachers. It's not fair, yelled the grown-ups. We want to go to morning assembly. We want to play ABC games. And we want to read stories on the cozy carpet. We want to do science experiments. We want to play with our friends at recess. This is silly. We're sorry, said Lady. It's just the way it is. Yeah, said Buddy. Some things are for you and some things are for us. It's just the way it is. But you can pick us up at the end of the day, and you can even take us to the playground on the way home. And we'll tell you all about school at dinner tonight. But don't forget, tomorrow we go to work with you. And that's the end. If your parents work outside of the home, do you ever wish you could go to work with them? Well, school makes me think of buses. So shall we sing Wheels on the Bus? The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round, all through the town. The wipers on the bus go swish, 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 swish. The wipers on the bus go swish, 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 all through the town. The door on the bus goes open and shut, open and shut, open and shut. The door on the bus goes open and shut, all through the town. The horn on the bus goes beep, 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 beep. The horn on the bus goes beep, 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 all through the town. The people on the bus go up and down, up and down, up and down. The people on the bus go up and down, all through the town. The parents on the bus say chat, 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 chat. The parents on the bus go chat, 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 all through the town. The babies on the bus go wah, 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 wah. The babies on the bus go all through the town. The mamas on the bus go shh, 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 shh. The mamas on the bus go shh, 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 all through the town. The daddies on the bus say, I love you, I love you, I love you. The daddies on the bus say, I love you, all through the town. Yay! I have one more story, one more back to school story, and then remember I'm going to tell you about a fun project for you to work on for next week's story time. Okay? This is an oldie but goodie by Harry Allard and James Marshall. Miss Nelson is missing. Raise your hand if you've heard this story before. Miss Nelson is missing. The kids in room 207 were misbehaving again. Spitballs stuck to the ceiling. Paper planes whizzed through the air. They were the worst behaved class in the whole school. Now settle down, said Miss Nelson in a sweet voice, but the class would not settle down. They whispered and giggled. They squirmed and made faces. They were even rude during story hour. And they always refused to do their lessons. Something will have to be done, said Miss Nelson. The next morning, Miss Nelson did not come to school. Wow, yelled the kids. Now we can really act up. They began to make more spitballs and paper planes. Today, let's just be terrible, they said. Not so fast, hissed an unpleasant voice. A woman in an ugly black dress stood before them. I am your new teacher, Miss Viola Swamp. And she rapped the desk with her ruler. Where's Miss Nelson? Asked the kids. Never mind that, snapped Miss Swamp. Open those arithmetic books. Miss Nelson's kids did as they were told. They could see that Miss Swamp was a real witch. She meant business. Right away she put them to work and she loaded them down with homework. "We will have no story hour today," said Miss Swamp. "Keep your mouths shut," said Miss Swamp. "Sit perfectly still," said Miss Swamp. "And if you misbehave, you'll be sorry," said Miss Swamp. Days went by, and there was no sign of Miss Nelson. The kids missed Miss Nelson. "Maybe we should try to find her," they said. Some of them went to the police. Detective McSmog was assigned to the case. He listened to their story. He scratched his chin and he said, "I think Miss Nelson is missing." Detective Smog would not be much help. Other kids went to Miss Nelson's house. The shades were tightly drawn and no one answered the door. In fact, the only person they did see was the wicked Miss Viola Swamp coming up the street. "If she sees us, she'll give us more homework." They got away just in time. "Maybe something terrible happened to Miss Nelson." "Maybe she was gobbled up by a shark," said one of the kids. But that didn't seem likely. "Maybe Miss Nelson went to Mars," said another kid. But that didn't seem likely either. Do you have any ideas where Miss Nelson is? "I know," exclaimed one know-it-all. "Maybe Miss Nelson's car was carried off by a swarm of angry butterflies." But that was the least likely of all. The kids in room 207 became very discouraged. It seemed that Miss Nelson was never coming back, and they would be stuck with Miss Viola Swamp forever. They heard footsteps in the hall. "Here comes the witch," they whispered. "Hello, children," said someone in a sweet voice. It was Miss Nelson. "Did you miss me?" she asked. "We sure did," cried all the kids. "Where were you?" "That's my little secret," said Miss Nelson. "How about a story hour?" "Oh, yes," cried the kids. Miss Nelson noticed that during story hour no one was rude or silly. "What brought about this lovely change?" she asked. "That's our little secret," said the kids. Back home, Miss Nelson took off her coat and hung it in the closet right next to an ugly black dress. When it came time for bed, she sang a little song. "I'll never tell," she said to herself with a smile. Now, why does Miss Nelson have an ugly black dress hanging in her closet? P.S. Detective McSmog is working on a new case. He's now looking for Miss Viola Swamp. The end. All right. So, as I said before, I have a special fun project for you to work on for next week's story time. In case you didn't know, next Wednesday is National Potato Day. I love potatoes. I love mashed potatoes, baked potatoes, fried potatoes, sweet potatoes, potato chips, French fries, all kinds of potatoes. So it's Potato Day. I'm going to read a bunch of stories about potatoes next week. Between now and then, I have a project for you to work on at home. I would like for you to get a potato and dress it up. These are just some examples I found on the internet. We're going to have you dress up a potato. Now, today I'm going to put a post on Facebook about Potato Day. Whenever you get your potato dressed up and ready, you take a picture and you post it in the comments of that Dress Your Potato post on our Facebook. And then during next week's story time, I will show you pictures of the ones we got. Okay? Dress your potato for Potato Day next Wednesday. Potato Day story time. All right, so be looking for that Facebook post sometime today. Get a potato, use whatever you have at home, dress it up, post a picture on the comments of the post, and we'll look at them next week during story time. Sounds fun. I'll even make one myself. All right, thanks everybody. See you next week.